All right, so today in this video, I'm gonna break down a case study from one of the brands we work with. And within the first 2 months of taking their product to market, we were able to do 35,000 in sales at around a 70% profit margin, all organic. And I'll walk you guys through the process of how we were able to do that from the beginning to how we actually started creating content and how we structured the strategy and actually optimize the content as we continue to grow. So I'm excited to walk you guys through it. But if you have any questions at the very end, like and subscribe, comment, and I can more than happy to kind of discuss with you guys about this if you have a product that you're looking to take to market. But enough further ado, I'll jump into it right now. So if you can see my screen, perfect. Let's get started. The first thing that we did when we actually came across the brand, we actually started talking with them. We had a growth call, and the growth call was just to understand the company more about what have they done so far, what are some of the things they're struggling with, where they're looking to take it within the next year, and just trying to give us a good picture of the business as a whole, and so that we can come in and go, okay, here's some of the things that we can start focusing on. And one of the things that they were struggling with was mainly acquisition, actually just getting people to see the brand. They had all of the manufacturing down, the logistics, the website was ready to go, payments and everything through Shopify were ready to go. They just didn't have acquisition. They had no source of traction or any sort of funnel or anything driving people to their page. So I was like, okay, that's the biggest thing right now. Highest ROI is just starting to get people to see the brand. So I was like, all right, well, let's go and create an authority reel. Now, the authority reel was going to be designed mainly for Instagram, and it was going to build trust. The authority reel was going to build trust. Oh my Lord. Trust and just more rapport, I would consider is a good word for it. Because for Instagram specifically, IG authority reel. We also posted on Facebook, but the authority reel is about a minute long, and we're discussing about the brand, who created it, why they created it, and what does it do. Those are the main things, just building trust and rapport for the company and posting that at the top of the page. And then I'm actually tagging it at the top. So just, pinning it. Okay, that gave us the base, the foundation, because yes, we could have just started creating reels and just showing the product, but what we wanted to design was something where people could see those engaging reels that we're going to start talking about, and then go on the page and see that authority reel to see how the founder is connected to the product, because that builds more trust, more rapport, more credibility, instead of just showing off the product without any sort of personal attribute to it. And I would also consider that trust, rapport, personality, because there we go. Because any other products through e-commerce, it's such a competitive space, and so you have to be able to stand out in your own unique way. And just for us, we wanted to design the product on Instagram in a way that was different than the rest, because there's a lot of competition. With this product, it was actually patented, so there's actually no other company that could create it. However, there are other products that are similar to it. It's just not the same one. But still, we wanted to stand out in our own unique way, so we created that authority reel to start driving people to understand more about the founder, why they created it, and start getting people to, engage in the brand and actually have that more, I would say, consider loyal fan base for the community that we're trying to build. Okay, so we pinned that at the top. We also created another video about the why, the reason behind it, and then what 3 reasons you should get it. So we also did that. But from here, then we started creating engagement content, because we had 2 options. We could have gone straight into advertising through Facebook and Instagram, or creating organic content. And we went with the organic content route because there's just so much competition in the Facebook ad space where We knew that if we started in the organic content side, we could start creating different styles of content. We didn't have to put a lot of money up front through paid ads because it's very costly. So it's a lot of testing and trying to optimize. And so it would have been a lot of wasted money as opposed to just creating content that goes viral, that creates engagement, builds brand awareness, and at the fraction of the cost because it's free. Besides just us, getting paid for it to do it. But then from there, we started creating that viral content. And what I mean by viral content is essentially like the viral content was designed to be around 10 to 20 seconds per video. And it was mainly demonstrational because the product is demonstrational. It's something where it's very easily explained. You don't have to, create a massive video trying to explain how it works. And this is some of the things you have to look for in a product when you're building it is it good fit for Instagram organic? Now, if it's a product that is more complex and it's hard to understand, then you might have to create through paid ads a video that explains it. Now, there's other options where if it's demonstrational, it's very simple to understand, then organic content would probably crush. And it also has to have like a wow factor. It has to be something that's different than what you've seen before, and has to be like, whoa, that's really cool. I want to keep watching. So there's other ways to go about that. Okay, so we created the viral content. We started uploading. We actually started getting great results, and we started doubling down on the content that was actually performing the best. But I'll jump to that shortly. How we started in the very beginning for like the viral content is we looked at the other competitors in the space, and we started looking at the other industry leaders, what they were doing, what type of content were they creating, what was the style. And actually, because this is an outdoors product, we found that mainly the videos that were going viral were just very simple, little clips of the hook at the top and then showing the products, or it could have been like a video that they were just talking to the camera. So we started doing those types of videos, and then we just started testing, seeing what worked. And we modeled the successful companies, and you should do the same. Like, there's no point in trying to reinvent the wheel when people have already done it and had found success way faster than you. So what we do is we recommend you first look at the competition, seeing what they're doing and how you can improve on the videos that they've done that have gone viral. And what I mean by viral is we follow the 5X rule. So let me just come over here. So the 5X rule states that for every, say you go to their follower count and they have 10K followers, all right? That means that every reel they have needs to be above 50,000 views to equal a viral video. And the reason that is because it shows that Instagram pushed it out to 5 times the amount of followers they have. And if they're only getting some other videos, they might only have like 5,000 views, 10,000 views. But if their follower count is 10,000, then Instagram's not pushing that at all. It's just showing them to the audience. So it's not worth it to reinvent that video. So we only focused on following the 5X rule. And that is how we started creating the viral content. And we started modeling what was successful by creating our own hooks using that type of template or style of hook. And so however the video looked, if it was outside in a sunny area, then we did it outside in a sunny area. The hook was short and small. We kept it short and small. The actual style of the hook, was it more curiosity? Was it a question? Was it just a statement that was like a negative statement or something like connotation? That is how we started creating those types of videos. And then we looked at them and we created 14 videos over the course of 2 weeks. So we did a video every day for 2 weeks straight. We did 14 videos. We didn't look at the engagement or anything. We literally just started 14 videos and we published them, scheduled them out for 14 days. And then we looked back at results. Okay. And you'll see, so Let's just actually make this simpler. I'll lay it out. All right. So there we go. 14. All right. So we had 14 videos over 2 weeks. And 2 weeks. 14 videos over 2 weeks. And then we looked at the results. So we went on Meta Business Suite. We looked at the reviews, the results for, did people follow us on certain videos? What videos what actually got a higher view count? And say, for example, this video flopped, second video flopped, third video blew up, and we got like, say, 100,000 views. That's a little drastic, but you know what I'm saying? Like if we actually got a really good view count, maybe we'll just say it's like 10,000 views. 10,000 views. It got 10,000 views. We were like, okay, that's awesome. What went well about that video? What stood out about that one compared to the others? And say, for example, this video flopped, this video flopped, this video flopped, this video flopped. That one did well. This video flopped, this video flopped. And you just kept going down the line and say that video did well, this video did that, and then flopped. So over the course of 14 days, say, for example, we got 3 videos that did well. We would then look at those specific videos and create variations that are close and similar to that using different environments. We would test different hooks, hook styles of the same type of curiosity, whether it be a statement, a connotation, negative, those types of hooks. And then we also tested, how fast the video was. Was it shorter or longer, depending on if it was a demonstrational video or like a talking head. Okay, and then from there, we started doing variations. And dew point, like every month we were doing 30 videos. So for the 2 months we did it, we did a video every day. So after those 14 days, we again looked at the results on that 14th day and went, okay, let's create another 14. And so that went from there to 28. And actually we'll say 16 videos because we did another 2 videos. And it crushed, that's for sure. So we just got dialed even further. So we created 16 videos more, and we started testing the variations from the videos from our first round of testing, what videos went really well. So these 16 videos are all variations of the successful ones, which absolutely blew up. I mean, these videos, well, let's just say we started hitting really, really well. So let's just say like, let's see here, boom, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then, okay. So we created 16 more videos, and this is where you started realizing like, okay, flop, cha-ching, cha-ching, flop, cha-ching, flop, cha-ching, cha-ching, flop, cha-ching, 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 flop, flop, flop. And then we started realizing, okay, we are really, really dialing in on what's working well. And that's good. We're starting to realize what's actually clicking with our audience. So now we've had, out of those 16 videos, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 videos out of the 16 go viral. And when we say viral, like, you should also start seeing your followers increase at this rate. Like for us, within those 2 months, we gained around 3,000 followers, and we've started at 0, by the way. This was a fresh account, so there's no people on it. And, from the beginning, we had, I think the first round of testing, we gained around 300, I think, around 300. And then these videos boosted us to around 3K plus. And then from there, we started continuing to create more content the next month. And do note, we helped our client because we were more of like a brand operator. We worked with them on the back end through Shopify. And we had access, to the finances, what it was looking like, anything that was, stressful as far as like what was actually causing the business to like lose sales. And we started noticing that people were having trouble ordering because they weren't in our country, the US. And so we had to figure out the shipping and make sure everything logistically looked well so people could start ordering from other countries. And actually, we started realizing that the cost of shipping was so much in other countries. So we actually stopped it and we just continued to focus on the US. But that's for a later date because we started realizing that it was just not worth it at the moment to target other countries. So we kept it in the US. And then from there, this was the first month again. So the first month, the second month, we started continuing to dial in again. We started dialing in what content was working the best. And we continued to, I would consider it like a 70-30 split. So we did 70% of the videos, all variations of winning reels. Okay. And then the 30% of the reels, so 70% winning reels, 30% were specifically just testing out new concepts. Testing new concepts. And then this was because, while yes, we wanted to continue building the presence, building the awareness, because we already started hitting on the videos that were doing really well, we also continue to want to test new variations, new concepts, and continue to grow the brand in new ways. So for this product, we were targeting one specific marketing hypothesis for these variations. However, and again, to make that clear, like a marketing hypothesis is for this outdoors product, say, for example, like campers that don't want to deal with having to, let's say, bring extra baggage on their trip in their pack. That's like a marketing hypothesis. And so like the solution to that would be, how can we design the product in a way to target that specific desire within the market? That's our marketing hypothesis. Try not to make it super confusing, but I also can't give away the product directly for what we work on because we have an NDA. So from here, we got this product, content style. And then we continue to start and test for second month. So again, we started creating more content, variations, and 30%. And well, over the course of that 30 days, we did really, really well. That's for sure. And then do note, this was Q4. So this is when Christmas was happening. So people were ordering like crazy, and it really didn't matter, how it looked. But we did still test out increasing like the user interface on the actual product page for the website. And specifically for this product, we wanted to make sure that it was very easy to order. And we actually found out that, well, we were dealing with order supply because we had not enough quantity. So we ended up selling out. However, what we did, and to give you clarification, so we went and let's just rock this out. All right. So that's 5. Let's see here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10. Okay, and then from here, over the 30 days, oh man, that was bad. Okay, we had the 30 days just kind of laid out, and then over Q4, we tested, continued to test. Say, for example, these didn't do the best. These didn't do the best. This one tested. This one tested. Good, really good, really good. Bad, bad, really good, really good. Bad, bad, bad. Good, good, good. Bad, bad, good, 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 good. Bad, bad, good, bad. So the whole like purpose behind this, again, is for testing what works, what isn't, and continuing to build that loyal fan base. And through consistency, you'll find loyalty. And what I mean by that is you have to constantly be creating content. It doesn't have to be every day, but it has to be consistent. So I would recommend you even 5 posts or 5 reels a week. that would be fine. Like 20 per month, consistently building that brand awareness, building that loyalty, building that fan base, and continuing to increase your following will allow you to continue to build that discipline within your specific industry sector and continuing to build for like the second month into Q4, Q1, Q2, because right now we're in Q1. And so what we're doing is we're testing out more marketing hypotheses. Like, so we changed this from 30%, say for example, to let's do this from 30% to I think it was around 50% that we're doing it right now, and then 50-50, because we right now in Q1 have the option to just continue to test new things. Not a lot of people are ordering right now, just how e-commerce works, and so you have to be ready for that. And so for at least the content side, we're testing 50% just variations of winning content, and then 50% of new winning hooks, and just trying to test new variations through marketing hypotheses. But for you guys, when you're starting out and you're taking a product to market, I would consider in the very beginning, look at what do you already have? What's going for you? What's going well for you? You know, is your acquisition already dialed in? Do you have people coming to your website? If not, that's going to be a prone to actually starting to develop, and you'll know exactly, you know, what you're struggling with. When you're taking a product to market, the biggest thing is just traction, getting your product to market. So the biggest thing for that is making sure that you have the good resources on the back end, you know, a good website, you know, a good customer journey where you take them from the video on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you're getting traffic, take them to the product page, getting them to check out, and make that as smooth as possible. Make it just seamless, no issues. Try to make it so user friendly that a olden day person could do it. I'm trying to say like an older person could do that, because like I also ask older people to say like, hey, can you check out this funnel? Can you check out this funnel and just see how you get through it? And if you have issues, how we can fix it. The biggest thing is, because you got to think of your customers like children, because they will get upset and they don't know how to fix it. I'm trying to be like genuine. Like, you have to make sure it's so simple a child could do it. Okay. And then from here, you have to look at and go, okay, do I have an authority reel or something that shows I'm the owner and that I am the person that is the product creator? Like, why did I create this? Showing what do you use it for? What does it do? You know, those types of questions that people are going to ask, because those are all things that when they go to, you know, check out the website or check out the product, they're going to want those answers met. And then from here, when you already have that question, again, when you already have the authority reel built out, you pin it at the top of your profile. Do not like create it and then have it at the bottom. Always have it at the top so people can easily see it. And I'd also recommend having the thumbnail or the cover photo for Instagram be like the question. It's like, why did I create this? Who am I? Who is the founder? You know, why did I invented this? So those types of questions that people can easily see and go, okay, why did he invent this? Or why did she invent this? The next part of this, viral content. If you're going to do viral content versus paid, I'm going to say this, versus paid. There's two options. You can do viral content or paid. I would consider, when you're starting out, doing viral content and just doing 14 videos. Get content on your page. If you don't have content already, or you don't have any followers, it's a new page. Like for this company, they had no following, no posts. So we knew we had to create content. That was a given. But like, also, you can start out with paid and just not do anything. But because this was such a demonstrational product, it wasn't like a issue for us to create content, because it was very structured, very seamless. However, if you're a product and you know it's like very difficult to explain, then it might be worth it to just continue. I would recommend getting posts, getting reels on your page. And then if you want, like after, 14 videos, or at least cover your, at least have 9 posts. So it actually shows the grid of 9 posts. And then you can start running ads. But even then, it's not going to deliver the best results unless you're like an absolute legend at ads. Like either way, if you're still if you're still really good at ads, it's never going to perform better than someone that already has 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers. It's just not. You have to have some type of awareness, some type of following, some type of community that's going to, have that backing for your product page. Because if they, if you're running ads, people are going to go to your page either way, and they're going to go say, oh, they have 0 followers and they have like only 4 posts. Like, this is not someone I'm going to buy from. As opposed to someone that has 14 videos that they've been, running content consistently, and they are starting to running ads. So for us, like for our growth for this product, we are soon going to be starting to run ads. It's just that we ran out of quantity. So we're actually ordering a new batch, a new product line from our manufacturers across seas. And once they're in stock, we're actually going to start actually getting people their orders again. Because right now we're doing pre-orders, and that's something else you should figure out is how much quantity do you have? Like, what's your test batch going to be? Is it like 500? Is it 1,000 units? It could be only like 100 units. Like, we have a new brand that we're working with. They only have 100 units to work with. So like, we have to be very strategic about this. And as soon as we run out of quantity, we're running a pre-order offer. So the pre-order offer, I would consider, when you're starting out, don't need to worry about this. But if you're going to market, you have, say, 200 units, then I would consider starting out with just creating 14 viral types of content. And I guess to give you more clarification on how to do this, what we do is, other than just going and researching, we research around 5 to 8 hours in the very beginning to really get a good grasp of the product, what are the competitors, who's in the space, what's working well in the industry with the types of styles of hooks and just layouts, the structure, the format for the videos, and understand your customers. Like, that's the biggest thing. You have to understand your customers, as well as where you're at in the market sophistication. And to give you clarification, this comes from breakthrough advertising. Market sophistication comes from stage 1 to stage 5. And it breaks down in the prospect's mind, how relevant are you in their mind. So stage 1 is they have no idea about your product, but there's no competition at all. And it's basically a free market. This is like patented products that are brand new, inventions, innovations. These are all products that no one else has seen before. So it's a very good opportunity to blow it out of the water if you've done correctly, which by doing this method, you will blow it out of the water. The next stage 2, is you're getting into more of like, there's a couple of competitors, but there's not like a ton amount. There's not like a crazy amount. There's some other companies, but you don't know that they're, you still can stand out in your own unique way. Stage 3, this is where you got to start creating your own mechanism, creating a new mechanism, because at this point, there's a lot more competition. And so to be able to stand out, stage 3 is essentially where you go in and go, okay, this is where the competitors are. This is what they're trying to target. This is the type of industry they're targeting. I'm going to do something different. And I'm going to say, this is a etc. product for this specific type of customer, and break it down from there. And actually say, hey, this is a new method or a new breakthrough. That's stage 3. Stage 4 is expanding on that mechanism, saying it's like the no loss, or it could be like a negative connotation for stage 4. It's a little different. And then stage 5 is where you're targeting a specific type of industry and niche within there. So you break it down even further. You have like a new identity. What's the type of identity you're targeting within stage 5? And stage 5 is one of the hardest, but you can still win if done correctly. Like, we're working with a product that's stage 5, and it is wild right now. It's crazy how many competitors are in the space, but we're actually targeting a completely new identity, a new position, a new market entirely, and we're now actually starting to build. We're starting to get sales, and so that's where you have to start looking at what your product is. Like, the reason I went on like a tangent right there is because this is very important in understanding where your customer's prospect mind is when they come to seeing your product. Is it stage 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5? You have to understand that. And if you don't, people are just going to look at your product and go, yeah, I've seen this before, swipe. So you have to understand this. Okay, but going back to this, creating those 14 videos is very, very, very simple. What you do is you look at, and I would consider it, you could even use like a piece of paper, or for us, we have an actual Notion dashboard we use for each of our clients, and we break it down. And then from there, we go, okay, so first video, second video, third video, and we title the hooks as the video names. But like just to kind of make it even easier, video 1, 2, 3. All right, you list it out. Say for this week, I want to go create 5 videos. Okay, you go out with your product. Now, if you're doing it yourself, I'd recommend starting with yourself and just going to make it happen. So go find a spot that's, in a good environment that showcases the product in the best light. Like wherever your product would normally be used, do it there. Easy as that. Just go demonstrate the product. If it's a demonstrational product, if it's something where you have to show people, then that considers more of like a talking style video. You talking to the camera and you're in an environment where you're actually showcasing what each part does in an engaging way. You also have to be modeling certain types of videos that are like from competitors, because I would recommend not reinventing the wheel, like I mentioned in the beginning. Okay, so you create those 5 videos, you go edit them, and I recommend using CapCut, or you can use Premiere Pro if you actually know how to use that. We use Premiere Pro, but I would recommend just CapCut. It's the easiest thing to do, and it keeps it pretty simple. Even like the Instagram Edits app, that's another great one. But then from there, edit them, and then you post them, and you schedule them out. There's no issue in scheduling them out through Meta Business Suite. Like we schedule out posts all the time, and they go viral. It's just how the video is created. So keep it that simple and go make it happen. But this structure is how we took this brand from 0 followers and 0 sales. Wow, that was absolutely terrible. Followers and 0 sales to over 6K followers. This was after the 2 months. 6K followers, and this was about, let's see here, I would consider it around 35 plus thousand sales in sales. And that is how we did it. So if you are, running your own product line, you're taking your product, you're getting ready to go for market, then if you need someone else's help, then there's no reason for us to not have a look at your company, and we can just see whether or not it's a good fit for us to take your product to market. Whether you need our assistance or just guidance, we're more than happy to talk. Either way, follow this to a T, because this works really, really well. And like and subscribe for more like this. This is what we do. We take products to market, and I'm just continuing to grow my brand Backsplash to be able to help more companies like I've been able to help, well, a lot of companies now so far. It's been absolutely amazing. But I will talk to you guys later. Peace out and have a very blessed day.